Hello and welcome back to Flint Galactic. Today we're back in the survival world. This time I'm thinking we start getting the base up. I do need to check some of the conveyoring in this. So there's a section underneath. Hang on, where's this? Oh, I don't even think this is. Oh, that just connects directly to cargo storage. Yeah, so I don't think any of this conveyoring I can't reach. So this may be a slight issue, but I can pretty much reach it. But for now, probably what I'll do is to get a proper base, like basis of the base started. I'll just start on the conveying systems and some of the systems like the survival kit, programmable block, all that sort of stuff. So first of all, let's get you up. Okay, everything. How many interior plates do I have? Quite a few. Hopefully, I can just. Okay, motors is my first problem. Now, I say that I'm gonna get started on it. Most likely, what's gonna happen is that I am gonna get slight started on it, get some of the conveying up, but probably around halfway during the episode or so, I'll probably make a start on disassembling that. I'm not going to use it as a base. Oh, do I not have any iron? That's going to be an issue. Let's go and mine some, I guess. Is my ore detector on this fully? Because it seems slightly off. It may just be at 50. Oh no, it's at 600. Oh god, my hydrogen level's not looking so good. I'm going to go and redo that. Now, base names. What are we going to call this? Because I'm not just going to call it what it's actually called, which was like Refinery Redux. It's now that same ring to it. Fe. Where was my iron mine? Really should mark this stuff. Iron. Aha, here it is. What I'll probably do is just put iron mine. Well, I'm going to be doing a lot of this during the episode. I could just go and grind down the base, but I haven't really got a cargo over quite yet. I've got my little one that can take about, including my storage, I could probably in a run take about as much as like, probably around 10,000, I don't know what they're stored in, 10,000 kilograms, liters, whatever they're stored in. Oh, there's scrap metal there. Could be refining instead. Let's get that done first, because the assembler should be, yep, producing. Okay, let's get started on some of this. I wonder when I'm gonna. That's just sort of what I was worried about, because when I weld this up, a bunch of other things are going to be available to weld up, so I'm going to have constant things just showing. I might just focus on the. Actually, no. Ugh. I'm already out of stuff. Barely took any time at all. It should be enough to fill up my inventory for now. Okay, what don't I have? So I'll set 100 steel tubes, probably around 15 motors, because one conveyor takes, what was it, 12? Yeah, 12 steel tubes and 6 motors, so that double the amount of steel tubes would be fine. I think I said one. Yeah, okay. Let's go. I really need an oxygen bottle, actually. I don't know why my oxygen is degrading so much, but it's gonna start to hurt. So, where's my tools? That'll be my oxygen bottle. No, oh, that is. Let's just put a hold on that for now. Refinery. Let's put all my silicon into it. There you go. There we are. Already halfway down. Jesus, I need a lot of oxygen. I should be able to weld everything up I have here. So I can weld this up fully. And this up fully. And then we get into the dip. I think conveyoring is probably the best start. Because everything else is pretty much readily accessible. And I'll just work. Like, I'll go through here first. And I'll work in layers after I've done the conveyoring. If I grab that. And then let's put one of them. Think there's no other conveying. Oh, there's one other. Just grab that. That should keep me occupied for a while. Oh, that's gonna be another thing. What else do I need? Just a bunch of steel plates. Interior plates. I'll probably just set up a bunch of things to make. Right now, I'm only gonna worry about conveying. Next to go would probably be maybe this cargo container also. I'm gonna get rid of. There we are. So I should be able to build this cargo container. After this, the next thing to go will be probably all the refineries. It'll take a while, but all the actually survival kit and conveyoring. Anything storage related, basically. Anyway, let's get this repaired. Well, I say repaired, built. And then, the one thing I neglected on this base is actual turrets. I don't have anything to defend this base with. This is a long line. Ooh. I need a bit of clearing. I'm barely dipping into the ground here. Not breaking. There we are. Just sort of. I think when I reach the connector, I can stop. But I don't think there's anything past this. I'd be surprised. Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, that's all good. Okay. Let's just get as many of these lined up as possible. Actually, next to go after that will be all the connectors. Oh. Okay. Assembler, don't tell me you've already run out of iron ore. You have. But I have enough for this, at least. Construction components and motors. For now, let's get exactly what I need built. and some extra motors, then some extra construction components. Oh, fuel? I just fueled up. This is why I hate per term. Because of how fast fuel goes out. For now, let's get a start. So for once, I can finally say that I started on the base. As think I said in 2 episodes now that I'm gonna make a start on the base and then get sidetracked. Because I think I was going to when the rover broke down and I had to repair that heavily. Then I went off and did my own thing over there with the ore processing. So 2 times I was gonna do the base and then completely failed. As I failed, sidetracked. Okay, so that's all my resources already. This is eating up a lot. Construction components is my main weakness now. Maybe I build another assembler? I could have one produce. Yeah. Actually, I am gonna do that. I have enough steel plates for it. Oh god. Is something spawning in? Because it's just had a bit of a lag spike. Okay. Just construction components. That goes by quick. Let's set this to orange. There. So I can have one of these produce construction components and interior plates, the stuff that goes by really fast, and the other can produce motors, because motors take up a long time. Huh, I still have some of it. Okay, so before I do anything, I'm gonna go out and mine some more iron. I still don't know what that's related to. Like, it says it, but I haven't seen any combat so far except for the base attack, and I don't think that's related to the combat phase. Because I prompted it. And it's not like every time I went near the base, somewhat, it said combat phase. Oh, actually, it may be related to air traffic. I think. Oh no, parallax. Maybe the 3 air spawning things are parallax, imba, and incon. They all. Maybe it's related to when they spawn in. Maybe they don't spawn in when there's threats about, aka me. I've done stuff, and then they wait a bit until the threat has quote unquote died down, aka when I've just taken over the base. I don't know. This time stuck on the planet's going to my head. Anyway, yeah, that should keep busy. So, assembler 2 is going to be motors. Assembler 2 is going to be producing, what, 200 motors? Oh, that's going to be an issue. I think because it goes through the first assembler, any resources. Oh, well, that only happened when the first assembler. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rebuild this. I think any resources it was gonna get is being funneled to the first assembler. Actually, I do have a basic assembler I could use in conjunction with that. Actually, I'll. Ooh, that's gonna disconnect my power grid. my battery can power it from the time it's disconnected. Right, let's just check they're the same grid. This is called base. If I grab a control, grab this up. Oh. It's also called base. Okay, yeah, so let's get this fully welded up. Man, sometimes welding speed really does my head in. It takes ages with these smaller ones. That's why I really want platinum, but unless I hack a ship or get into space, which is unlikely with such a thin atmosphere, then I ain't going nowhere. A regular assembler, you produce me some construction components. No, not computers. Some interior plates and some small steel tubes. Okay, assembler, refinery. All the nickel can be funneled off to the second assembler, though I don't think that's gonna be enough. Yeah, I'm gonna go and get some. Hang on. What? Oh. For a second I thought it was... Oh, it's the iron that it's barely getting any of. Let's dump about 1,000 in there, and then anything can go to here. So that should keep both of these fed. Yep. Just while I go and mine some more stone, because I have a feeling that's going to be the thing I'm going to want. Jeez, that's a big ship. If I can see it from down here. I think Le Mans is bigger though. It's all the way over there, so I won't be able to tell. Okay, that's not gonna be enough. Here we are. This is not what I imagined for this episode. Again, I wanted to get progress on the base, but it looks like it's gonna be slow and steady. Inventory full. Yeah, shut up. I can tell. Refinery. The main priority is this, and then this can go in the cargo. There. Because that produces both nickel and iron. So, hopefully, it should have produced a bunch of... Let's have you produce... Yeah, you're producing interior plates now. Yeah, I definitely need them more. I need some more steel tubes. Though, both of them are going to be a stopping point. Right, let's have you now focus on that. Grab as many as I can. Get both to 120. That'll do. 120, 121, that's fine. Okay, what I'm going to focus on is this line. This is the connector line. This one is probably going to be the easiest one to assemble, because it's one direct line. There we are. I have interior plates. I'm guessing I have ones. Yep. Okay. Let's have you produce some. Let's have the one that was producing motors, because I have plethora of them. Produce some interior plates. While the other one produces small steel tubes. Okay, both at the same time. Okay, right, let's continue on. Should be this line almost complete. Yeah, real progress on the base. Feels good. I don't exactly need a proper medical room quite yet. Let's just get you to where I can see both of you. Yeah. Actually, I may want to do the same on this one, just so I remember to connect this. It wouldn't matter so much if I missed one of them, but I'd rather not. Because of how the lines are set up, these all link. Like, every piece of cargo should link. So, if I'm at the refineries, oh no, I need to grab something for my cargo containers. Should be... Oh, I feel... Oh my god. I don't know if I've told you this, but I really do hate Pertam. Gravity makes it use more jetpack. The atmosphere makes it impossible to fly with atmospheric thrusters above a certain point. Yeah, this is going to be the only issue one. But that shouldn't even really be the case. So if I focus on one specific thing, then when I check the projector description, it'll just say how many of them I need to continue to build. I'll worry about steel plates afterwards. What's the point of this? I guess these connect. Oh, these probably have a line. They don't. Why couldn't have I just used like a... Probably because they weren't in the game, to be honest. Yeah, so I'm actually going to change this. Just to a... Oh, this is going to be really annoying to build. Just allows less resources to be used. Again, here, what does this connect off to? Okay, this does connect off to something. But if this doesn't connect off to anything else, I am just gonna, yeah, don't know why these use full blocks as well. It's just wasting the precious resources that I can't afford to spend. I guess I have quite a few to. I can actually sort of understand this one, so that because of the way the refineries are set up. Okay, need more construction components. Give me a sec. Yeah, okay, please tell me you've been... Oh, I don't have any more construction components, do I? No. Okay, let's have you produce a bunch. What else am I running low on? Motors I should be fine for now. Interior plates I'll be fine for now. I'm gonna say small steel tubes would be a bigger thing. But once you get done with... Okay, looks like I'm going on a iron expedition again. Where did I see iron there? I probably could get all this resources from the base, but that would take far longer. I'll probably build a dedicated salvage craft sort of thing. Large grid. Well, actually, it's going to be an issue really, because I don't have the really infrastructure for hydrogen quite yet. Atmospheric thrusters barely work, and ion thrusters aren't an option due to the obvious falling out onto the ground reasons, and no platinum. It's going to take a while to recharge. Okay, ref. Your top priority. Next would be one piece of it. Then the cobalt you can go. So hopefully you're starting to turn again. Okay. So let's have you just produce 100 motors, should we say? Assembler 1. I've had you produce everything except interior plates, so I'll just have you produce some interior plates. Okay, that, and that. Okay, so I can go for a while longer, but I have more being produced if need be. Okay, so yeah, so all those lines done. That doesn't extend to anything. Yeah, so I was working on this, wasn't I? Yeah, I was working on a bit over there. This will be a great starting point for when I want to actually build the base, because it'll be great for building everything over here, because of how much is over here. I dread building over here, though. Oh, more construction components already. Tell me I have some more here. Can't. That's what you're going to be producing. And I'm out of nickel. I'm not, am I? No, I have two tiny pieces. Okay, that's going to be a major issue. Because it's going to take way too long for me to refine just pure nickel. That'd probably be a off-camera jobby because of just how long it would take. So there we are. So if I just dig down a bit. There. So that's most of the conveyor lines done. I just got this little bit over here. So actually, that nickel is going to be needed because of the refineries and the assemblers. More construction components already. How many construction components does this thing take? 147. That should be enough to probably get quite a few of the conveyors. Each of them costs 20, so I guess it's understandable. Next episode, I'm gonna have to go and get some more from the base we captured. I can probably manage for now, but iron. I've got substantial. Let's chuck like 1,000 in there, and do the thing that I dread and get actual nickel. I don't like getting nickel. I've already said that, but it's because it's true. Stone mine. I've probably mined into the silicon, knowing me. I've mined into everything that I don't need, leaving the thing I do need. Cobalt was down here. Yeah. Oh, I thought I mined into something else here. Oh, yeah, I have. Yeah, I mined into the nickel. Probably mine into the silicon if I really need it. But this nickel, just this load will probably take about as much as a cobalt load. It's I'm just glad I feel I'm making some progress with the base. Before, when I just got those cargo that's what ate most of my motors. And yeah, 26, 80 motors would have just been used on those cargo containers. That's probably what broke me. Nickel, and let's put stone in front. Guess it was worth it. I need to. Let's get some more interior plates on assembler 1. In assembler 3, you can produce me some small steel tubes when you're not making motors. Small steel tubes, motors. Actually, just while the nickel reserve builds up, you can make me some small steel tubes. Interior plates. Okay, I'm reckoning that should be enough. At least just to finish the conveyor network. After that, it's going to be a different story. Because those refineries... Okay, there's one more line I didn't account for. Oh god, I'm not going to have enough for this. I'm missing some resource because of how low my inventory is. Most likely. Small steel tubes, I'm going to run out of them. Man, this base takes so many resources. But I've committed now. So that leads up into here. Why is it so heavy on conveyor? Okay, yeah, there's something I'm missing. Yeah, I'm missing motors now. There's the Spirit of Le Monde. Motors, more steel tubes. Got some motors. But no construction components. Yay! Ah, this conveyor network's gonna break me. Almost done. Yeah, I didn't expect this, just the conveyor network itself, to take a whole episode, but here we are. Thankfully, that should be the shortest bit, because the rest are generally one-offs. Like, the assemblers, I need to build 2. That's it. I don't need thousands of the same material. Though it's going to take a while. If I can build... Oh, more! Gah! 80. I'm hoping... I'm actually going to need more motors, aren't I? Let's get some just in case. Get some just in case. Though I may be starting to run out. Yeah, interior plates. I'm running out of interior plates. That has to take precedence over motors for now. I have enough to last me for a sec. I can get this fully welded up. So that should be pretty much most of the conveyor system up. Just got to get this air vent bit that links to the survival kit. Just give it a sec. Oh, come on. Okay, yeah, I need to wait for my energy to rebuild. Oh, I'm so excited for this base to be finished. I definitely don't think I've got... Oh, I completely forgot about a giant tower. I could probably skip it for now, because I don't have any ships that could dock up there. Well, I don't have any ships in general. Let's actually grab some small steel tubes first. Not as big an issue, but still going to be an issue. It's fully welded up. Once this conveyor network's up, that's the end of the episode. Oh god, I'm out of almost everything. Can't. Alright, that's coming first now. What's this one producing? I don't need more motors. You're gonna be producing that. I'll deal with the amount of motors I have, but I need more. I can probably deal with the amount of motors. Okay, so conveyor, parallax vessel, you're being monitored. Oh yeah, that P Street T that they had. That should hope. Oh, 12 small steel tubes per thing, isn't it? So. That's gonna get me 5 conveyor tubes, isn't it? Oh, maybe not. It may get me a lot more, because... No, it's gonna get me less than 5, because these... Interior plates. I'm out of interior plates when I'm this close. Will I have enough motors? I'll most likely have enough motors. Though I am out of nickel. Oh no, I'm not. I'm out. If anything, I was out of iron, because nickel is still happily being produced over here. More interior plates. This conveyor system's gonna break me. Every time I feel I'm about to finish it, I need a new resource. Come on. You're kidding. When I'm this close, you decide. Okay, I may as well, while I'm at it, build this. Let's have everything stop. I have this as well. Have what I can and produce everything else. Just a few motors. Assembler. Nickel. Should get me this finish. That also lets me forget about this. This can take ages. Alright, almost done. Almost done. 28. Should be enough to get this finished. Yep. And the connector's almost finished. We So I'm gonna leave it there because the amount of work this conveyor system and the amount of fuel. I may as well. I'll restock on fuel. So yeah. Stay safe out there, engineers, and happy hunting!